Carl.
Thank you very much for that, Tracy. Joining me now to discuss what's making news is the federal member for Longman and our youngest MP, Wyatt Roy. Round of applause for Wyatt, everyone. Hello, Wyatt.
Thanks, Carl. Thanks, guys.
Now, first up this morning, it's a very serious issue we'll start with. There's been a call this morning for parents with a history of child abuse to be sterilised. Victoria's former ombudsman has come forward saying we should consider a model that's being used in Britain where drug addicts are paid to get a vasectomy or a hysterectomy. Now, we need to crack down certainly on child abuse, don't we? Do you think this is the way forward, Wyatt?
Well, you know, Carl, I think it's important we prioritise the safety of children. I mean, that should always be our priority. But, you know, I'm not an expert on these legal issues, and I think this would have some pretty significant legal ramifications. But if we can always prioritise the safety of children, have a debate about how we go about that, and put a priority on law enforcement as well, so this isn't happening in the first place, I think, you know, that's probably the way forward. Yep,
very good call. Environmentalists are furious this morning after Federal Water Minister Tony Burke announced he'd support farmers before the environment when it comes to the Murray-Darling Basin. Now, even going on so far to say he'd change the current Water Act. It sounds like Tony's starting to listen to the people out there.
Well, you know, Carl, it's good comments from the Minister that's sort of embarking on this consultation process that's all over the place. And the last time the Labor Party tried to have a consultation process, we had the mining tax, we had the regional processing centre, and we haven't had any real outcomes from any of them. And in fact, the Prime Minister said the government had lost its way and replaced the Prime Minister. So I worry about this government's ability to go on a genuine consultation process and achieve real outcomes for these communities.
I'm not sure whether you've been able to visit the Murray-Darling Basin, but I know that people out there are absolutely livid that they haven't been fully consulted.
Well, mate, the Minister hasn't gone out there and visited the communities as well, and I think that's something that, you know, he could certainly do.
Hear, hear. Now, an all-out turf war on a lighter note, Wyatt, has broken out on the Gold Coast between... We cover all things here, mate. The Indie Girls and the V8 supercar ladies after the Indie Girls were banned from the track. Now, here's what both sides have had to say thus far.
Watch out, girls.
I think they're sort of trying to steal a bit of the title, but we'll see what happens. We know that we're the official ones.
I don't think we need to be nasty because we're obviously better, but...
Now, Wyatt, you don't come from far north of the Gold Coast. Caboolture is rural Queensland heartland. Isn't there room enough for two groups of bikini babes at the V8s, do you think?
You know, mate, I'd like to think so, but, you know, the politician in me says it was the state Labor government that got rid of Indie on the Gold Coast, so I think the Indie girls should take it up with the state Labor government. See them with their stilettos coming after the Premier.
Very clever answer. Indie girls or V8 girls? Simple choice.
V8 girls.
Oh,
V8 girls.
Nice. That's going to win you a whole lot of fans out there. And finally, we've got a clip to show you of our guru of politics, I reckon, in this country now, Peter Costello from election night. Take a look.
Can you tell Wyatt I've marked...
That's not a no.
Can I tell him that I've whacked Wyatt down to be the leader in 2035, if that's okay with you, Wyatt?
All right, so Wyatt, leader in 2035, is that possible? Or is it possible for you to go even one step further?
Well, mate, I want to be a good local member, and that's my focus. So I'll be repaying the trust that the locals have put in me by working hard for them.
All right. Would you like to be Prime Minister one day, though?
You know, I think one of maybe my Labor colleagues said everybody that comes to this place wants to be Prime Minister. It just has to be let out. And, you know, I want to be a good local member. That's why I ran, was to represent a good local community, a great local community that has some big challenges ahead. And, you know, I want to be part of that change for the future locally. Sweet, mate. Thank you very much for that. That's a big Y-E-S. Who doesn't? Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Wyatt. Talk to you soon, mate. And thanks for joining us on the show. We'll see you very soon.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on.
OK, Lisa.
Thanks, Carl. Up next.